Hi everyone. I've been getting message about the settings on Windows and Epson. So I just gonna show you the ones I use for my two printers, for my two Epson. Both are almost the same, but it's just little different settings, but both are the same. Which printers I have? I have the Epson EcoTank 4750 and the Epson EcoTank 1500. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. Okay, so now when you buy your printer, when you open your printer, you need to follow the directions. Um, you need to follow the instructions on the box. Okay, the only thing you need to avoid if you're gonna use the printer for sublimation is the ink. Okay, so follow the instructions on the box. Anything on the box, like put the ink and everything, just follow that. Okay, and just change the ink. The regular ink came in the box for sublimation ink. If you're gonna use it for sublimation, of course. Okay, so now when you have everything ready on your printer, it's time to come here on the computer and install your drivers. If you can or you have a disk, you can put the disk, put the CD, and install everything. But if you don't have it, you need to go on Google, you need to go on Epson and install everything. Okay, so I'm here on the Epson.com support right here on Epson on Google. I'm just Google it, Epson drivers. And right here, you see search by product name. You need to type your printer. Okay, so which one? For example, I'm just gonna type mine right here. And I'm just gonna look for it. Is this one right here? And you need to double check if it's the correct printer here. Okay, now, when you see, okay, that is my printer, you need to download your drivers, right here, drivers and utilities combo. I just gonna download everything. Yes, a lot of people say, just go drivers and install the ones you need and something like that. But honestly, I did that in my another computer, and I feel like it's a lot of trouble. All the time I get this message like, oh, you forget to install this and you forget to install that. So I just prefer to download everything. Yes, so that way I don't have unnecessary messages on my computer. I just download everything. It's okay. So just click download and download everything. Follow all the steps, are very easy steps. It's just gonna ask you like the time, where do you live? Sometimes you need to register your printer, something like that. Just follow the steps and you're gonna be okay. Okay, so when you follow all those steps, you need to go and do the settings. How you do the settings? Right here. How you do the settings? Right here. You need to go on settings on your computer, or you need to look for your printers and scanners. I have it right here, the box open. You see, I'm right here on printers and scanners, and I just gonna look for that same printer. I just install all the drivers, and I just gonna check right here. You see my Epson, and click manage right here, manage. And now click right here on printing preference, okay? If you get this little box like this, like mine right here, you are good. You install everything right. But if you are getting a different box, you need to go back and check what part you skip on your installation. Okay? You need to see this kind of box, so that means you have everything right. Install it. Okay? If you don't see this, that means one step you're missing. Okay? If you're having trouble connecting your printer to your computer, because those new printers has this wireless or Wi-Fi printing, honestly, I just recommend you to get a cable and connect a printer con cable, because this wireless and Wi-Fi doesn't work that good. Sometimes if your internet is not good, if your Wi-Fi is not good, or the weather or everything can be messing with the Wi-Fi or the wireless printer, and you can have like a mess printers. You can have honestly avoid that and just get a cable and connect it to your computer. If you say like and the box doesn't have a cable, you can just go on Amazon and look for a cable. It's very cheap, like a $5. Also, a lot of equipment has the same cable. Like I have my cricket maker, and it's the same cable. So I'm pretty sure if you have a cricket, you don't need to buy the cable. Just you can connect the cable. Um, it just like that is more easy. You don't have any trouble, and also it's more faster, prints more faster when you have connect your printer with a USB to your computer. That is true. Okay, so now we are here on the Epson printer preference right here. You see, I'm in a printer preference. And let me just close this so you don't get like a little confused with this. Okay, so again, I'm right here on Epson. On printers and scanner, I just open my Epson, manage, and print and preference, right? So now I just gonna do some changes here, okay? First, I just like to go first on more options, right here, more options. And I just gonna click custom, right here, custom, you see? It's check custom and advanced, okay? Needs to be on color controls right here. Click on color controls. Don't change nothing like this. Just click color controls and go to color mode. Needs to be Adobe RGB Gamma 2.2 like this. Okay, you don't need to move nothing from here. You don't need to move nothing from here. Just like that, Adobe RGB 2.2, and click OK. And you need to check mirror image all the time. It needs to be mirror image if it's for sublimation, remember. So you don't have to be a mirror your images. You can just send directly to print, and that's it. Mirror image right here on this printer. This is the 1500. I have this bidirectional printed. This is checked. I leave it like that. It's okay. I don't do nothing else right here. And I go again to main. And paper type needs to be presentation paper mate. It's the one I use and it's the one I like. And quality needs to be on high. We have something with these printers, the ones that has two cassettes or two ways to feed the paper. Right here we have the paper source. Okay, I recommend you be changing this manually because sometimes we leave it like auto select, and the printer sometimes doesn't do the right choice of the paper. So just avoid that and try to do it manually every time. So if you have on your paper cassette the 8x11, just keep it on paper cassette. Is what I keep it all the time. When I just gonna print big, I can manually and I change it manually. So to me is the way that works better. Okay, because when I leave it, sometimes an auto select, sometimes the printer grab paper for the back, and sometimes the printer grab paper from the cassette. So that is just for these printers with two cassettes. Okay, if you have the small format printers, it's fine. You don't need to move nothing from here. Okay, you need to see right here everything. Let me just show you right here. Show settings. You can see my settings. This is the way I set up my printer. Like you can see for Windows, it's super easy to just change this. I think the hard part is to install the drivers. But again, it's super easy. Just follow all the instructions. You can see this is my settings for my Epson ET-15000. You see, more options, custom, this is the more important, mirror the image, and main, the presentation paper mate in quality high. Okay, that is like the more important thing right here. Okay, so now let me show you with the 4750. Those are the small formats. So again, same thing, manage and printing preference. And right here, we need to go same, custom, more options, custom, advanced. It needs to be on color controls, Adobe RGB, Gamma 2.2, okay. This one is little different because we have high speed. You need to uncheck high speed and click mirror, okay. High speed uncheck, why? because this is sometimes it goes so fast, so doesn't do like a good job printing. So just uncheck it and click mirror image. Now go back to main and same way, plain premium presentation paper mate, quality high. What else? What else right here? Pressure nothing. It is this one. This was I was talking about. Like that printer only I can fit it for one side. I don't need to worry about nothing like this. A lot of people like to use borderless, but I don't because sometimes your prints stretch or looks kind of blurry. So sometimes it's because the borderless is activate, and that can make like your prints go a little bit stretch and you can get incomplete prints. So just uncheck this one and just fix your size manually. Don't use borderless. Okay, so that is right here again, show settings. Those are my settings for my small format printer, my Epson ET-4750, and those settings can work for you for any EcoTank, the small formats, like the 2760, 2720. A lot of those brands, the small format ones, these settings can work for you. Okay, all these settings. Okay, so you need to be connecting the printer all the time. All the time the printer needs to be connected, so that way you don't waste too much ink, and that way your printer lives or lasts long. Okay, so be careful with that. This is very easy. Again, is why I was like surprised when the people asked me for this video, and I was like, no, maybe they are just curious. Okay, so again, if you need something, you know my group, my sublimation for beginners, you can just leave me a comment, or you can just message me on my messenger. Anything you need, just let me know. I hope this works for you. If you are curious, I use the ink printer's jack. That is the ink I use. I like it, and with these settings, my colors are good. I know they have their own CC profile, but honestly, try first doing these changes on your printer and check if that way works. You don't have to download anything external, or you don't have to do anything else. I use for my Epson, I use my paper ASOF 10705, 105, 125, 120, and text print. I use some different brands, and those are the ones I like. Those are the ones I feel like dry faster and I don't get any kind of trouble. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and leave on your comments if you want to see something else. Okay, thank you so much.